Valentine's Day, as we know it today, is all about celebrating love with cards, flowers, and sweet messages. But the story of how this day came to be, and the mysterious figure of Saint Valentine, goes far beyond the modern-day celebration of romance. The truth behind Saint Valentine's life and why we celebrate this day is wrapped in mystery. The Catholic Church recognizes at least 3 different saints named Valentine, all of whom were martyred. One of the most well-known legends is about Valentine, a priest who lived in Rome during the 3rd century. Emperor Claudius II, thinking that single men made better soldiers, banned marriage for young men. Seeing the injustice, Valentine secretly continued marrying young couples. When his actions were discovered, the emperor ordered his execution. Some versions of the story even say Valentine fell in love with his jailer's daughter and sent her the first Valentine letter, signing it, "From your Valentine," a phrase we still use today. So who exactly was this Valentine? Some believe it was Saint Valentine of Terni, a bishop who also died for his faith. Others suggest his death was linked to his efforts to help Christians escape Roman prisons. What all these stories have in common is that they paint Valentine as a heroic, selfless, and, most importantly, romantic figure. By the Middle Ages, Valentine had become one of the most beloved saints in both England and France, with people believing that February 14th was the perfect day for romance. Some think the date was chosen to mark Valentine's death, while others argue that it was the Church's attempt to replace the pagan festival of Lupercalia, which was celebrated in mid-February. Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture. During this festival, Roman priests would sacrifice goats and dogs, then use the goat hides to gently strike women in the streets, believing it would make them more fertile. The festival also involved young women drawing names from an urn, and the bachelors would pair off with them for the year, often leading to marriage. As Christianity spread, Lupercalia was deemed unchristian and outlawed in the 5th century, with Pope Gelasius declaring February 14th as Saint Valentine's Day. But it wasn't until much later that the day became widely associated with love and romance. In medieval France and England, people believed that February 14th marked the start of the bird's mating season, further solidifying the idea of the day as a romantic one. The famous poet Geoffrey Chaucer was the first to link St. Valentine's Day to romantic celebration in his 1375 poem, Parliament of Fowls. By the 15th century, Valentine's greetings had become common, and the first known Valentine, a poem written by Charles, Duke of Orléans, to his wife while imprisoned in the Tower of London, still exists today. The figure of Cupid, often depicted as a chubby winged child shooting arrows of love, comes from ancient Roman mythology. In Roman tradition, Cupid was the son of Venus, the goddess of love, and Mars, the god of war. In Greek mythology, he was known as Eros, a handsome and powerful god who used golden arrows to make people fall in love and leaden ones to cause disdain. Over time, Cupid evolved into the playful, mischievous figure we recognize today. Valentine's Day began to take shape in the 17th century in Britain. By the 18th century, it became common for people to exchange handwritten notes or small tokens of affection. By the late 1800s, mass-produced cards took over, thanks to advancements in printing technology, making it easier for people to express their feelings. In the United States, handmade valentines started in the early 1700s, but it wasn't until the 1840s, when Esther A. Howland began selling the first mass-produced valentines, that the tradition really took off. Howland's cards, known for their intricate designs with lace and ribbons, became so popular that she's now called the Mother of the Valentine. Today, Valentine's Day is celebrated around the world, with an estimated 145 million cards exchanged annually in the US alone, making it the second largest card-sending holiday after Christmas. From its mysterious origins to its modern-day celebrations, Valentine's Day remains a day dedicated to love, no matter how it's expressed.